Senator John Ossoff is pushing bipartisan legislation to make sure VA facilities giving breastfeeding mothers a designated space to feed their babies. The Carl Vinson VA in Dublin is already ahead of the potential mandate. 41 NBC's Ariel Schiller shows us how it could be a model nationwide.
The need to breastfeed can sometimes come up when you least expect it, including at VA facilities. According to Senator John Ossoff, some VA facilities don't have a designated spot for mothers to breastfeed, and he's hoping to change that through legislation.
I've spoken with mothers of young children, and those mothers are veterans, and they've expressed their frustration that there are not private breastfeeding spaces at VA facilities. So this is a problem I think it's important to solve for veteran moms. I think it's a problem that we can solve, and that's why I'm working on it.
The legislation he's pushing for would require VA facilities to set aside a space for nursing mothers, including employees, patients, or visitors. The Carl Vinson VA in Dublin is already ahead of the potential requirement. Debbie Mullis is the Woman Veteran Program Manager for the Carl Vinson VA. She says they've had the space available for years.
There's a chair they could sit in, there's an exam table they could actually lean back and sit a little more comfortably in, but they also have a refrigerator, so they can use that to put their breast milk in. And they also have a cabinet where, like, if the employees needed to keep their breast pumps stored and not have to bring it back and forth.
Senator Ossoff shares his thoughts on the lactation space already being available for nursing mothers in Dublin.
I think it's great that the Dublin VA is moving in that direction and has shown leadership here. And I'm sure there are lessons learned from what they've done for other VA facilities.
According to Mullis, the Carl Vinson VA isn't the only Georgia VA facility to have lactation space available.
And our newer clinics actually have that space available too. The Macon Clinic and the Tifton Clinic, both of them already have that space. The clinics that actually don't have a designated space, we'll work with the teams to look at how we can meet the need in the interim period of time, because space is kind of limited in some of those clinics.
In Dublin, Ariel Schiller, 41 NBC News.
Senator Ossoff is working to gather more bipartisan support for the legislation, which would increase the likelihood of the bill passing. So if you visit the Dublin VA and need a place to breastfeed, you can ask a staff member to direct you to Women's Health.